Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. As you see, I've got two gentlemen here with me tonight, and Bud Strader.
Dave.
Glad to have you. Willie Word. Glad to have you, Willie. Listen, these gentlemen are over here going to talk about the East Tennessee Sportsmen's Association, and I put the word out last week, and they answered the call. Before we get into that, a couple of little announcements right quick. We don't have any internet feed tonight, and we've changed up the format due to some other technical difficulties on the sponsor's ticker tape running on the bottom of the screen. It's going to be kind of the old style that we used to have, and what time they're working on what we've been using for the last few months. So we'll go back to that and get the sponsors up and this, that, and the other. Gentlemen, before we get started, I'd like to ask everybody, if you would, take a moment of silence and let's remember 9/11 and keep those families and people in their thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Thank all of you out there watching. That was a bad day for this country.
Sure was.
All right. We're going to get into this. I want to say hello to Bill and Polly and Gay up there, and also Dad. I know he's watching. I want to say hello to those folks, and so they won't get mad at me. Dad gives us a hard time. Yeah, when we go by and see him in the afternoons, why he wants to know about the fishing show. So, Dad, you keep watching here, and we'll get you informed on what's going on. I've got a little bit of fishing film, but we're going to hold off on it for a few minutes, and I'm going to give these two gentlemen right here, they've got some important news for the sportsmen in East Tennessee, and not just the fishermen. I said sportsmen. So if you're a hunter, if you're a fisherman, these two guys right here need your attention.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, gentlemen.
Well, folks, we've incorporated the idea here of the East Tennessee Sportsman Association, which will allow each person that's involved in the sports of Tennessee, Eastern Tennessee, to have a say in what's going on into your sports adventure, whether it's fishing, whether it's hunting, whether it's chasing coyotes, whatever you want to do. But we think that everybody ought to have a right to have a say into what they do, and we're one of mine to think that we'd like to say something about what goes on with our fisheries. And by belonging to East Tennessee Sportsman Association and being a part of it is going to give you a voice and say what goes on to your home lake or into the area that you hunt or you participate in sportsman-wise. And so Willie and I, we've been talking about this for a while, and we've had this Tennessee Sportsman Association, which has been in the upper part of East Tennessee, but we've taken on the idea that it needs to be an eastern thing because us East Tennesseans are different, and we make a whole. And Brother Willie here and I, we come to agreement with this. We've got quite a few people right now that's participating in it and joining with us. We've got these membership forms that are scattered around to most of your sporting goods, different areas that you can go in to get one, and you can fill it out, and you can have a voice. You can be a part of this, and we look forward to you being with us in this endeavor. And Brother Willie, what do you?
Yeah, the applications you can get at Easy Trove, Jerry's Bait Shop, the bait box, and you fill them out and you drop them back off there with your membership fee. And the annual fee for a person is $5. For a family, it's $15. If you want to bring your family to the meetings, we'd be more than glad to have you. And voice your opinion on what you would like to see done in East Tennessee, on the lakes or hunting or whatever.
All right. I'm going to pop some questions at you guys. Now, last week you went down and sat with a lawyer. What day was it?
Last Friday.
Last Friday. So, you know, this thing's legit, and they're looking for some members, and now also you guys are looking for a couple of key people, the secretary, treasurer,
Right.
Right.
type situation, and you know, somebody that want to step up and fulfill that duties, because I just got to talking with Willie and Bud about what went on here this afternoon, basically, and we've been talking about this for 2 weeks, but they were waiting to get to the lawyer and get everything legal and that kind of thing. But now, folks, you know, they had a sportsman association up here in Anderson County, and those people done a great job. But the participation dropped off, and they finally had to disband. But now this is East Tennessee Sportsman Association. So draw a line up here on top of the mountain at Crossville, and you've got everything from there to the state line,
Right.
north and south, and
Right.
east and west. So Milton Hill,
South Holston,
South Holston, Chickamauga,
It don't matter.
Nickajack.
yeah, Nickajack.
Yeah.
So, and tell me about, Willie, you said there was going to be a group of 5 that would go attend these meetings.
Yeah, it'll be like a task force
Mm-hmm.
that will go. The people at the meetings will tell the 5 people what they want.
Right.
Then we will take it and present it to TWRA and TVA and see what we can get done.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
And if you got the people behind you, you can get stuff done. But 2 or 3 people,
Not going
like
to do it.
like back in the 80s, I tried everywhere in the world to get them stopped from spraying the grass.
Mm-hmm.
But being by myself, I couldn't get it done.
Right.
And I couldn't get the people to back me, so
Well,
they killed it out. And I'd like to see it back because it makes for great fishing.
It definitely helps, Willie. There's no doubt about that. You know, we all fished down there back in the 80s when the grass was good, and we know how the fishing was, you know. So women and kids was catching them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know. I hope I didn't say that. I didn't want to offend anybody, but it was just unreal.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
The fishing that was down there. It wasn't going out there and sitting half a day waiting on a bite.
No.
You could get a bite about every 5 minutes.
Right.
You could. But anyway, you know, folks, this is really a good organization. Dealing with TVA, TWRA, they don't like to deal with crowds. They like to talk to 2 or 3 different people,
Right.
and that kind of thing. You get, you know, more organized that way, and so you know, I don't know. As far as myself, I want to sign up, and we got to get. You know, you take all the people that buy a fishing license or buy a hunting license and ammunition and fishing rods and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's a lot of money involved in this sport.
Right.
A lot of money, and that carries a lot of weight. You know, when you go to fishing these tournaments or going to these hunting, deer hunting and that kind of thing, buys a lot of ammunition, guns, and tree stands and whatnot. You know, so we got a lot of money being spent by the sportsmen in this area,
Right.
and we really need to have a voice about how many fish they're going to stock, what kind they're going to stock in, and if they're going to bring coyotes in here or whatever, you know, and that kind of thing. And this would be a good way to get the word to those people that make those decisions. So,
Well, it's not only going to benefit the fishermen, but it benefits the people in the community. Bring in business, bring in
Right.
more jobs,
Yeah.
and you know, get lake back like it used to be. Watts Bar used to be a great lake. And there used to be some people come down from, I know there's a group come from Ohio, and there was a group come from Kentucky every year.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those people in the last few years.
Well,
Because it's so hard to catch any fish on the Watts Bar anymore.
that's true, Willie. That's Gunnersville is a prime example of what a good fisheries will do for you, and Chickamauga's getting that way. But you call down there to get a motel room, and they'll tell you, hey, we're booked up,
Right.
and it's all about the fishermen and
Right.
coming in down there to fish. And then when the fishing in the cold weather, they got all the duck hunters down there,
Right.
so they stay pretty dang busy. The local businesses there in Gunnersville does there in that area down there, just because of the reservoir. And we could have the same thing here
Right.
if we get this thing going, and
Right.
especially with Watts Bar there and getting grass back in it and get the fish going. You know what it's like. Shoot, you can't find a parking place at a boat ramp.
Right.
Our duck hunting is just about non-existent anymore.
Duck hunting is I've run into a few duck hunters in the fall at the boat ramps, and they'll be out there all day and come back in. You do have any luck?
Yeah.
Buddy?
Well, they made a new call to make a new call sound like a cracker, not a quacker. Cracker, not a quacker.
Okay, all right. But, folks, seriously, this is a good thing for our area right here, for the businesses and the sportsmen alike. If we can get behind these gentlemen and help them and not let this thing die down and keep pushing it, and, you got to get involved. It's because if you don't, the wrong people could be making the decisions for you,
Exactly.
And that kind of thing. At least get your opinion heard, and you never know, it might make a difference.
Well, our kids and the grandkids are not going to have any
Right.
place to fish around here if they don't do something.
Yeah, one of the things that we're looking at is what it do. It will not only will it promote your habitat, but it will improve it.
Oh yeah.
We can add to, like the boys up here in the eastern part of the state was doing. They were putting Christmas trees in. They were building steak beds and stuff like this in the wintertime.
Yes, sir.
And that helps. Things
Well,
like
look
that.
at North,
Yeah.
at the difference in the smallmouth.
There's the steak beds and stuff up there. They get exposed in the through the winter months when they start to draw down. But when that water comes back up and gets it in around that stuff, there's fish in there.
Yeah.
It sure is. It definitely works, and there's no doubt about that. But there's a lot of things that we could get dealing with TVA and TWRA on this fisheries habitat thing, and stocking the quail. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Who makes that decision? Maybe we can get you guys can investigate that and get back with us, and that's something that's gone down. I know some boys that bird hunt here, in bird season, and man, they pretty much have to give it up. They have to go out of town or out of state to get, find the birds.
Well, see, we need these people to come in and tell us this
Mm-hmm.
and what we need to do to get this, get it back like it used to be.
Dude, that's there's a whole lot of things that this thing could really help us on if we can get enough people backing us and make this thing grow. And I really admire you two guys for stepping up to the plate and taking the lead on this thing, and let's get people involved in it and make it worthwhile, for everybody.
Right.
And that kind of thing. It's good to have you here, folks. I tell you what we're going to do. You think about what little bit we've passed along to you, and I'm going to have Herschel show that fishing film that Bill and I done on North Saturday night. And when we come back and turn the phones on, and you can call these guys and ask them some questions. So, Herschel, you want to show us the film? All right. About 9 o'clock, and we're going out here, Bill.
Buddy, I'm telling you the truth. I'm looking forward to it. I've been fogging at the mouth all day for this right here.
All right. The moon's about 3/4 full, and there's only one boat trailer in the parking lot, so we've got it to ourselves, Bill.
That's exactly right, and that's the way I like it.
All right. We're going to get out here after them, folks. We'll get you some fish on the camera, hopefully, and remember the sponsors. Let's go fishing.
That's right.
Folks, Bill's got her first fish here on.
Looks like it might be a crackerjack.
Uh-huh.
I ain't never seen him yet, but I don't know. He's pulling hard.
Buddy.
Oh, come here.
Oh, yeah, man. What a smallie. Golly, bum.
Look at that.
Man alive. Boy, that's a nice one. Bill, I mean a dandy, son. Goodness gracious.
Man,
Buddy. Woo, son. Man alive. Whoa, buddy. Hold on, baby. Hold on.
hey, son.
Woo, son.
Hey, look at
That's
that,
good.
old buddy. I'm telling you the truth.
Bud.
I just rigged that bait up today.
Yes, sir. Man, that is a nice fish,
Yes,
Bill.
sir, that
Golly,
is
bud.
That don't come no better than that.
No,
son.
sir.
It really don't.
Uh-uh. Shoot, that's that 4 pound plus right there now.
Yeah, it sure is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, boy.
Look at that.
Yeah, man. Got that bait. Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir. He's
yeah.
a nice one, isn't he?
Yeah, boy. He sure is.
All right.
All right,
We'll
son.
put him back and we'll catch one bigger.
All right, old boy. That sounds good.
All right. Get back in there, old buddy.
Folks, that Bill's got another
Look
fish
here,
on
look
here.
here, old buddy.
Dadgummit.
Look at him out
Yeah,
there.
boy. Pretty, ain't he?
He's another good fish. He's
Yes,
another
sir.
good fish. Oh, look at him.
Oh, man.
All right there, old buddy.
All right. Let's get him in here and see what we can do with him. Oh, yeah.
There's another bait that we fixed up today.
Yes, sir, buddy. That
Oh,
looks
buddy.
good, Bill. That's coming. All right. We'll get him off and get it back in the water.
Yes, sir, old buddy. Let me
All
get him
right.
out of here.
Okie dokie, buddy. I got to keep my hand out in front of that light so we can see him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's hooked good, ain't he?
Yeah, he pounced on it pretty good there, old buddy. I
Yeah.
see what it is. It's behind that bone.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
there he
Oh,
is.
yeah, boy.
Look at there.
Yes, sir, Bill. That's good, man.
Put him back in there and grow up here. Let old Bill catch you about 10 years from now.
All right, buddy. Good deal. We'll get another.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, man. Daggone it, Bill. I don't know if I got him on camera or not, but that
Boy,
was
I'm
a
telling
dandy.
you the truth. I hope you did.
Dadgummit.
He been our spinner bait a little bit.
Yeah, he sure did. All right. Dadgummit. Well, that Bill's got another big fish on here, folks. I'm telling you, it's a dandy. Yeah. Whoa, golly, bum. Yeah, boy. And we got that in there on camera. If he don't get off on. Yeah, buddy. All right. Oh, yeah, buddy.
Come
Boy.
here, boy. Come in here now, son.
And they're, oh, yeah, man, they're nice in that clear water, ain't
Oh, man, they...
they? Look at that.
All right, old buddy.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's that there new jig I was telling you about.
I'll tell you what, every time you've changed baits, you've caught fish.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Come on now. He ain't hung all that good. He
Mm-mm.
get around here where I can get a little better look at him.
Yeah, buddy.
He's down there under that bone's what it is.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's a good place to hook 'em. Oh, buddy.
Oh,
That's a nice one, Bill.
yes, sir, old buddy.
Sure is, buddy.
Well, we need to get another one off him here, really. do,
Yeah.
son. Yes, sir, old
Sure
buddy.
do. All right. Let's
Okay,
get that
buddy.
new bait back in the water.
Put him back in there.
See what we can come up with.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Bill. Right there's another fish.
Oh, a good one too, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Get
Good deal. Get him back in the water.
that- Yes, sir, and let's catch another, and we
Yeah.
might be on them. We've been a little slow
Slow.
here in the last 30, 40 minutes.
Sure have, Bill. Sure have. Yeah. All right.
All right, folks, we're back. Bud was watching us catch them fish, our Bill, and he said, "What are you catching them on there?" And I told him there about that pink spinner bait that you rigged up there, but we did, folks. We caught several of those fish were caught on spinner bait, and several of them were caught on jigs. So we had a pretty decent trip, but dang, we missed more fish hooking them and getting them halfway in, they'd get off, or we'd get some up there and they'd jump off. About the time I'd get the camera, when you're trying to film, well, let me get the camera, and you slack up on them, and then they're gone.
When you live right, that don't happen.
Oh, Lordy, I was afraid you was going to say that. Herschel, if the phone's on, all right, good deal. That way, if we get a caller, we can get some information on these gentlemen right here. While we're waiting on a phone call, want to make a couple of quick announcements. Bill got involved with the hatchery people up there, and Roy Smith up at the hatchery, and we found out the deal on the lights up at Point 19. We've been talking about them for 2 months or longer, and supposedly the guy that contracted the camping area up there has got control of the lights over at the boat ramp, and there's only one light burning, and there's 4 there. And we've had people back up on top of the walkway and hit the walkway with their vehicle. You can't see to back down that ramp.
Mercy.
And so we've been trying to get that on there. So we know now who to talk to, and we're going to try to get up there early Saturday evening and go visit the guy that running the campground and see if we can't get the lights fixed up there. But we did find out who was in charge of them. And Bill, I appreciate you doing that. And so we're going to follow up on that and try to get them lights back burning. Now, speaking of lights at the boat ramps, that's something that you guys can do for us
Right.
with this Sportsman Association.
Right.
You can take, that'd be something that if somebody wanted you to bring that up at the next meeting that they have, then that'd be something we could decide, and that'd be just one of the things you could bring up,
Yeah, when I was a member of the TSA, Tennessee Sportsman Association, we got them at a ramp up there at La Follette,
Yeah.
back there.
And how much trouble was that, Willie? I mean,
It wasn't all
Much
that much trouble. We just contacted the right people, and
there you go.
they
That's what we're going to get into, folks, with this East Tennessee Sportsman Association. And, hey, you guys over here at Milton Hill, I'm counting on you folks getting in on this hot and heavy. Get some stocking done over there, some fish put in Milton Hill, whatever it takes, brush piles or whatever, and try to get that done for sure. Help over at Milton Hill, and they have got some grass growing back there. So there's going to be a lot of things to come up that you fellas can help us with if we can just keep you some backing coming.
We get the numbers, yeah. We get the numbers.
get the numbers.
Realizing we're the consumer.
Yeah.
We're the consumers, and we need people to be an advocate for us and work with us and help us to see that we get done halfway right in life.
And I know you've already got some members signed up because you're picking up these applications. You've got them spread around. You've already picked up some. Have you got any idea where you might have a meeting place at in a certain place at certain times? Have you thought that?
Well, we're still working on that.
Still working on it. Okay.
And need to, get a meeting, get the people, and have an election, get this 5-people committee going,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, to meet with, go to the meetings of TWRA and TVA, and this lawyer says she thinks she can fix us up with people,
Man, that
So-
sounds good.
the people
Yeah.
we need to talk to.
Oh, can I ask you to do me a favor? Don't have it on Thursday night.
No.
Yeah, I need all these members watching the show,
Right.
fishing show here on Thursday night, Willie.
Thursday's a no-no.
Because I'd like to attend some of them meetings myself.
Right.
And if we have it on Thursday night, then I'd saddle Mike and Bill with them carrying on the show, and they'd want to be there too.
Right.
So I wouldn't. We'd be over here with the empty seat. But seriously, that truly would like to see that, and as far as my help, anything I can do, you can count on it. We will keep talking about this every week. What I'm going to do, folks, take this application, I'm going to scan it, send it to Herschel, and he's going to put it up on the screen for you. And next week we'll have that up. And I told these gentlemen every week we'll show that for a few seconds and to remind you and keep me a reminder till we get enough people in this thing that we can make a difference. And
That's what it's going to take, the people.
yeah, we got to have the people, and heck, all of East Tennessee covers a lot of territory with sportsmen and that kind of thing. And that's another thing, as we mentioned there a minute ago when we went to break. Even if you're not a hunter or a fisherman, if you're using the facilities, these boat ramps and stuff, if you're down there a pleasure boater on the weekends and stuff, and you'd like to you go in there and you don't have a place to park, we'd like to get more parking.
Right.
So it's not just for the hunters and the fishermen; it's for everybody that uses the facilities that we've got located around the area here.
Hunt season's fixing to start up, and a lot of people, they use the ramps to hunt the different islands and what have you in the lake. So
true. Yeah, exactly
a
right.
lot of-
They probably don't fish at all,
No.
but as soon as season opens, they like you said, Bud, they'll come down there and put their boat in
Right.
at the boat ramp and go out and hunt on the islands and what have you. So exactly right. It affects everybody in some way, shape, form, or
Right.
fashion.
TVA, they've always been really helpful. They're open-eared, and they've got to be where they really work with the public really well.
Yeah.
And we look really forward to visiting with those folks and sharing our ideas with them and see what they think.
Well, that sounds good, and knowing the right people to get in contact with is that's the big part of the battle.
Right.
You can talk to me and Mike till you blue in the face, but it wouldn't do you a bit of good.
That's true.
But you get with the right person, and then that
Right.
just it goes right on. It goes up the ladder. So
Like I said, ears can work wonders. Can't they?
exactly right. Exactly right. Got a call. Herschel, okay, here we go. Hello, caller.
Yeah, this is Fulton.
Hello, Mr. Fulton. How are you?
I'm doing fine. What's that Willie Word over there? He makes them pink spinner baits. He'll make them for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good. I might need one here this weekend.
Well, he can make them. Now, you talking about them lights up there at Point 19. Now, that boy bought that. He bought that outfit over there, and he charges for you to swim now, go in there. And he was going to charge us to launch up there, and they put a kibosh on that and won't let him do it. and he took the trash cans out. He don't empty them no more. And they was getting ready to put up a booth there to where when you pull up to go into the ramp, well, you had to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
And they wouldn't let him do it. Now he's mad about it, and you're going to have a time trying to get him to do anything with them lights.
Mm-hmm. Well, we just found that out. Bill did this week. We've had a couple of feelers out for the last week or so, and then they got back with Bill, and Bill called me and told me what the deal was, and it's like everything else, Mr. Fulton. It's about money. And,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is going to hit us a lick to launch our boats up there, and they come back and told him that that was put in there as a free launch, and the land was donated, and he couldn't do that, and then he tried to get out of his contract when he running that other thing, and they wouldn't let him get out of it, so he's kind of raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are too, because we can't see to back down that boat ramp.
Well, I know what you're talking about. I've been there myself. I know how it is.
Yeah, exactly right. And you know, if we've talked, heck, if nothing else, he could put an honor box up down there, and he, you know, probably get enough to pay that light bill.
Well, that's a possibility. I don't know, does he have to pay the light bill or not, but
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, well, it'd be nice, but when that other light goes out, it's going to be a dark hole up there.
You got that right. Exactly right, Mr. Fulton. And you know, like I say, there's a lot of people use that boat ramp up there, especially in the summertime. And we've already seen 2 boat trailers and a SUV damaged, backed up on that walkway, and messed up 2 boat trailers and an SUV up there this summer already. And that's just the ones we know of.
Yeah, well, it's a bad situation.
I agree with you, but we're going to talk to that gentleman hopefully Saturday afternoon. I told Bill we'd try to get up there a little bit early and swing by there and see if he could tell us what the deal was.
Well, I hope you have luck, but I'm afraid you're in for a hard sale.
Well, we may be, but I've got these 2 gentlemen right here now with this East Tennessee Sportsman Association. If they can get things going their way, they can put a voice in with TWRA and TVA that, you know, maybe we can get take the contractor for the campground out of the equation and get those lights burning like they're supposed to be.
Well, we come in from fishing up there one day. It's been a couple of years ago, and there was a guy from TVA up there, and they was talking about putting a restroom up there at the launch ramp.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that they was checking to see how many people they think would use it and all that stuff. And I said, well, you know, it's summertime, it's full. Of course, we fish all winter too, but that fell through. Evidently, that never did.
Mm-hmm.
And at one time they had porta potties up there.
Yes, sir.
And they don't have them no more.
No, sir. I did see the garbage cans back up there Saturday night. Now.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. They were sitting over there. Sure were. So, but we're going to stay after it and try to get them back on.
Well, I hope you do. Willie, I hope you do well with your organization.
Oh, thank you. You got any spinnerbaits left?
No, sir.
Well, I guess I'll have to make you some then.
Well, I guess so. That pink one's, you gave me a pink one time years ago. You said, "Now this is good smallmouth," and I went down and fished a tournament on Fort Loudon with that thing, and caught the biggest smallmouth caught that night on that pink spinnerbait. For number 5 Colorado on it, and Willie made it.
All right. Hey, Mr. Fulton.
I've caught a lot of fish off his spinnerbaits.
Yes, sir. He makes a good one.
Yes, he does.
But
All right, so I'm gone.
Hey, we'll be looking forward to seeing you up there Saturday evening.
All right.
See you, buddy. Dave Fulton. Hello, caller.
Yeah, this is Ed Galt.
Hey, Ed.
I was going to elaborate on what that fellow was just talking about,
Uh-huh.
okay? The remind him when you ask him about that, to tell him that a lot of those people that come in there to go camping, pay him to go camping, wants their boats over there too.
Agreed. I agree. You got a very good point, Ed.
Cause that, you know, them big pontoons, big cabin cruisers, they come in there, even from out of state, you know, go camping over there, and they use that ramp right there too. Right. They motor their boats out over there to the camp area.
Well, you know, the thing we got to do is get with him and find out who's paying the fire bill.
Right.
You know, that should be TWRA should be paying that fire bill, or either it's in his contract one. But there's no reason for them lights. I kind of thought that was the situation, but we went through the avenue we did to find that out, and so now we know. So we're gonna try to get with him there Saturday afternoon and find out why we can't get them burned.
Okay. Let me tell you one more thing. Tell Bill, he put me on that Cabin Creek bait company up there in Kentucky about them spider jigs. I found out how to get hold of them and tell them I appreciate it.
All right, Ed. Appreciate it, man.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, Ed.
Yeah,
Listen, don't forget this organization right here now.
okay.
Yeah, we got to have your support on this.
Listen, tell him to leave some of them things down there at Edgemore.
I'll do it. I told him I'd make copies and leave them with up there at Edgemore.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye, buddy. All right. Sounds pretty good. Is there anything that you guys can think of that we've left out that you wanted to bring up? I know we're just getting started on this thing, but let's see, maybe they've got a question. Hello, caller.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Bud, and hello, Willie.
Yes,
Hey.
yes, hello.
That's Mike.
That's Mike.
How we doing, guys?
Doing fine.
Hey, I talked to Willie last night. He knows about this. I've got 10 memberships from friends of mine that I donate for the Sportsman Association, and I'm donating another 10 that they can choose to give away as whoever they want to, just to get this thing good and started. And of course, I told Willie last night, count me in on donating this winter when it start sinking trees and things like that. I'll certainly make my donation for that too. But guys, I'm disabled now, but I want to help any way I can in helping y'all get this thing started, because it's really going to be good for Watts Bar and other lakes too. But the one closest to our heart, of course, is Watts Bar. But good thing. I wish Willie had got it going down here when he first moved down, and we've been halfway there by now. But it's good that it's getting started. I've always thought that was a good thing, and East Tennessee Sportsman Association is going to be a deal for all the fishermen and hunters. So I urge everybody to join it, and not only join it, but to get involved in it.
That's what it's got to be.
It's going to help us all.
Yeah,
You're right.
Just to fill out the paperwork, Mike's not going to do the ticket. It's not going to work.
Yeah, that's right. And but to get the 10 that I've donated here, I know they're good sportsmen, and I know that they'll want to be involved. So that's why I had that 10, and I'm going to donate another 10 for you guys to give the guys that you know that's going to be involved in it. And just trying to do my part. I can't hardly get out there anymore, but just like Willie said there a while ago, kids and grandkids, it's going to be important for them down the road. But anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents worth, and certainly glad you're getting it started. And if you need me for anything that I can do by just sitting here, you just let me know, and I'll help any way I can. So I'll hang up and let some other callers in on here.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, man.
Thank you,
All right,
Mike.
see you guys.
All right, see you, buddy. Good to hear from Mike there. I didn't hear from him last week. He usually gets at least every other week, and it's always good to hear from him. And he'll help us. Yeah, he is. He's a jewel. He'll help us any way he can physically or whatever, you can count on him. He's been in on this tree planting and things. Whenever he's doing his show over here years ago, he'd get with these boys up here in Anderson County, and they'd go out there
Right.
in Milton Hill and Norris and put in brush piles and things of that nature. So he knows what that's involved in, or what it takes to get that done, and so yeah, he'll be a good help to us, guarantee it. Sure will. But I'll get with try to get. I know Jim at Edgemore. He'll be more than willing to help support us, and he has a lot of people come into his shop over there, Milton Hill Fisherman, that we can get signed up on this thing, and then go on up the road up there to Lake City at Rocky Top Outdoors. They'll be more than glad to help us, I'm sure, and that kind of thing. So we can get these things and spread it around and get these applications coming. Now, Willie, when you reprint this application, it's going to have a mail-in address on it.
Well, it'll be to me.
It'll come to you.
It'll come to me.
Okay, all right.
And, then once we get started, then I'll get a post office box, and once we get a secretary and treasurer, we'll get a post office box, and then we'll print up some new ones.
Okay, now, but right now, if somebody wanted to join up, and what they do, fill it. What about the money, the application fee?
They just drop it off the application at
where you leave them, wherever you pick the application up.
Right.
That's who's going to collect the money and ask for
Right.
application. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
When you get set up and say I fill out an application, are you going to send everybody a membership card?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good. Sounds good. Just some questions I thought I'd ask you that somebody else might ask, that'd be great. But once you get the officers all elected, regular post office box, that'll take care of
And
itself.
get a regular meeting set up once a month or once every other month,
Yeah.
and not take up too much of the people's time, but take
Still
up enough to get this
thing going.
thing going.
I understand. That sounds good, Willie. That's a good plan. I like that. That's just don't have it on Thursday night.
Well, but probably the best night would be a Tuesday night, because that's not a church night,
Right.
and normally there's not a tournament going on. Most people got a tournament going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And Thursday night, so
All right. That sounds good. It's hard to get everybody to get a schedule that fits everybody. There's no way to do it.
right.
It's a good thing. Like we said, the biggest thing is to have people that'll show up at the meetings and voice what they, to you guys once you get your group, your 5 people elected and all that. And because you don't know what to bring up, bud, if you don't,
No.
if you don't hear things from people,
Well, like the people that can't attend the meetings because they're having to work or something like that. All they got to do is drop us a note.
Yep.
And let us know what they want, what they'd like to see done, and we will present it to the 5 people committee, and then let them take it to the TWRA or TVA and see what we can get done.
Well, that sounds good. That's a way to do it.
Because there's a lot of people, that works that can't attend the meetings,
Agreed. Yeah.
and they just drop us a note.
All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, I keep trying to think of things we might have missed or I might have missed asking about. on this thing, but I guess it's all up to the participation, folks, and please get by these people that where these applications are at, and get you one, read up on it, and it's got Bud's number and Willie's number on it, and you can call them personally and ask them whatever you want to ask them. So
Pre-marriage counseling,
well, all right. Now you may have to listen to some other stuff from Bud before you answer your question, but that'd be worthwhile.
Yeah.
Herschel, can you show us that little break commercial, and I'll get some water. All right.
Tom.
Hey folks, I'm here at Tim's Tire, and just happened to catch the cabinet here with the helmets on it, and there's not many left. Let's see, probably about 10, maybe 12 helmets left. They're 50% off, so if you're still looking for a helmet, be a heck of a Christmas present. That's not a few months away, but so get down here and check these helmets out and get you a set of tires, and I believe you'd be well satisfied. There's some nice looking helmets here, so Tim would like to get rid of the rest of what he's got left, and like I said, there's only about a dozen here, so get by here at Tim's and check the helmets out if you don't need a set of tires, but when you come in here and look, you're probably going to buy your tires too, so remember that, and we'll see you Thursday night. Okay, folks, I've told you that, you can find about any kind of tires here you want. And right there's a set of tractor tires right here at Tim's, so, he's got those. There's a set of loader tires, or your off-road truck tires, either one. So you got those right here available. Right here's some truck tires for the truckers on the highway. They're stacked up here everywhere. They're head high. So you truckers remember that if you're looking for that kind of thing. Okay, folks, there you go. You guys got those skid steer loaders. I have all kinds of tires right here for them too. I'm looking at probably 24 of them right here. So if you're needing those for your skid steer, be a good place right here to check and see what kind of price they got on them. I don't think you'll beat their price, but they do have the tires right here in stock. All right, folks, I'm just going to swing around here with the camera. These are all automotive tires right here. They're, there's all kinds of brands, sizes, foreign and domestic. So, like I said, get by here at Tim's and check them out. If you need a set of tires, I'm sure they can find some that you'd be well pleased with, and I guarantee you won't beat the price. So remember the sponsors, remember Tim's Tire, and we'll see you Thursday night. Mike Richards, I hope you can get to see this. I've been talking to a gentleman, and his son won this plaque that you gave away, and I'm going to show it there Thursday night, and so you can call in and tell us all about it. It's all got a lot of pink in it, Mike, and I don't know why that is, but maybe you can tell us more about it there Thursday night whenever you see it. Okay, thank you, Herschel. All right. Hey, folks, while it's on my mind, here right quick, we'll get back to these gentlemen in just a second. Paul Goddard, I want to thank you, and Eli Copeland is the winner of the shirt, and his grandpa, Paul Goddard, there is going to get the shirt and get it to Eli because he's moved out of the state, and hate to lose him, good young fisherman, and Grandpa's going to lose his fishing partner. So, Paul, I wanted to say thank you to you and for taking care of that shirt deal for me. And this announcement right here, ladies, I'm trying to get some ladies to come on the show and some fishermen. And if you're not a fisherman, if you support a fisherman, if you want to come over here and be with me, please call me. I'd like to set up a date and have a ladies' night here at the show. 2, 3, 4 of you, it doesn't matter. You know, if you'd like to be on, I'd sure like to have you. So please give me a call there. That's my cell number on my card and on the advertisement. Bud says he knows 2 or 3, so he's going to try to get them some information and get them to contact me. So if you're in the audience and you'd like to participate in that, please contact me so we can get a date for the show set up and get y'all over here. Let's see. One other thing. Tournament schedules. The Catfish guys are going to be at Louisville Point, Fort Loudon on the 13th. You got the Heartland Classics going on at Chickamauga on the 19th and 20th. And James Knuckles has got a tournament on Douglas the 13th on the Tennessee Team Trail. So that's, and I don't know if they win the Monday night tournaments on Milton Hill when it's going to be. That's the Volunteer Bass Trail. It's going to be that's the James Knuckles tournament. That's going to be September the 13th. Oh, excuse me, that's not on Douglas. That's Old Hickory. It's October the 4th. They'll be on Douglas. I've got a miscue there, but got a lot of boys over at Milton Hill fishing. They fish over our Bud Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So they've got it.
But you can't hide.
You can run, but you can't hide. That's exactly. If you're a fish over there at Milton Hill, somebody gonna get you.
You better go to Watch Bar.
No, better go to Watch Bar. That's right. So that's the thing I had to announce. But don't forget the ladies' things for sure. Folks, remember the sponsors. Herschel done a little magic trick. I came in early. He got busy and got my sponsors up. They're kind of like the way we used to do them, but remember those sponsors. When you go into the business, please let them know. Jay's Thrift and More down here, Edgemore Outdoors, Reynolds Racing Marine, Tires, Tim's Tires, Sign Shop, Rocky Top Outdoors, Carm, just on and on, the Citizens First Bank. So remind those folks, that you appreciate them putting on the show. All right, here we go. Hello, caller.
Yeah, this is TD.
Yeah, TD. Go ahead. Lamprey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lamprey.
Yeah. Okay.
I vote for Mike Richards as treasurer to their club.
Well, he'd make a dandy.
Most definitely. And as far as this women's night,
Yeah.
you don't handle cross dressers, do you?
No, I'm afraid we can't do that on TV.
Well,
Let's just drop that. Man. Yeah.
I can make spitter bait.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got out of the doghouse yet?
No, sir.
Well, now you're out. You still in the outhouse?
In fact, I'm on satellite.
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah, my neighbors.
Okay. Lord have mercy, cross. Man alive. Have you got a good fishing tip for us?
Yeah.
All right. What is it?
When you feel a jerk, make sure it's not you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But anyway, it's this new organization. It's not going to be for special organizations like Trout Unlimited.
No.
You heard them say no, didn't you?
Semi, yes.
Okay.
No.
But I mean, you know what a voice they have, and
Right.
I
I know you don't trout fish yet,
Right. Yeah. Okay. I agree with that.
and you've probably never been in a canoe.
No, I've been in a canoe a time or two. I just never was trout fishing. We used to paddle one out down there at the lake there at my uncle's house. I kept one sitting on the bank all the time, and then after I turned it over a couple of times, I give it up.
Well, I can understand that. I've been there and done that. Or you ain't been in, Uncle Mike has his Coca-Cola bottle pontoon, have you?
No, hadn't been that.
Now, okay. But anyway, I think Mike Richards would be an excellent person for any of your organizations.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And another thing is, somebody wasn't front-ending you on the boat on this smallmouth, was it?
No. As a matter of fact, Bill was in the back seat and I was in the front, and
He was running the trolling motor.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, so he might as well been front-ending you.
Well, I don't know. The bottom line was I was throwing the jig and he was throwing that spinner bait, and we'd been catching them on the jig, and the week before, and dadgum couldn't get them to bite the jig up there the other night, but they would hit that spinner bait.
I hope you better have better luck on these daggone your next catfishing trip. You might ought to want to go and talk to them boys down in the Loudon,
Okay.
down Concord Park. If you're gonna catch that boy a catfish.
Okay. What's the deal on Concord Park? What are they doing over there?
Well, that seems to be where they always catch them.
Yeah.
And some big ones.
Yes, sir.
And like I told you before, you better be using them chicken livers in case you don't catch anything.
Yeah. All right. I'll try that too.
Don't forget, keep them cold. That way you can eat them later.
Yeah. Right. Well, listen. Right quick. What do you think about this East Tennessee Sportsman Association? Can you?
I think it'd be a good operation.
Okay.
I
Good deal.
think they need to have a voice here in East Tennessee.
Agreed.
And as far as TWA or TWRA, you need to have a voice in it. Because you're going to be dictated to by people up there that may not even fish.
Agreed.
All right.
And I tell you, another person that may help you would be Ranger Mike Scott,
Mm-hmm.
North Dam,
Yeah. Okay.
because he has been up there, and I know he's a fisherman. He can't tell the difference between a largemouth and smallmouth, but
Yeah.
he did go to UT, and I fished with him before, and he would be a good person to be in touch with.
All right. I've got 30 seconds. I thank you for calling. Call back next week and let's give these guys a call. I'll get you some applications around where you can get signed up.
Well, I'm sure I can find one down there at Edgemore.
I believe you will. All right. Thanks for calling there, Lamprey.
If he doesn't eat all those daggone crackers from next door.
Yeah. Right. All right. Hey, man, thanks for calling. See you next week. Okay, folks. We got to go. God bless you. See you next week.